But wait, the argument of passing a trade agreement, the misnomer out there is that somehow it puts our companies at a competitive disadvantage, when in reality, by us doing nothing, we are already at a competitive disadvantage.
Agree.
While other countries like Canada, for example, have just signed a trade agreement with Colombia.
Let me bring in Gene here. Gene, you know, it's so interesting when you bring up the issue of trade like Dylan has repeatedly this morning.
It's critical to bringing money into the country.
It's critical.
We can cut all day.
Yes, we can cut all day. But when you talk about trade, you really do connect with voters from, as Chris Matthews said, from Scranton to Oshkosh. Those Reagan Democrats that went Democratic in 2006, went Republican in 2010. Those are the voters, the swing voters, that seem to be flopping wildly, looking for a party to believe in, looking for a candidate to believe in.
Yeah, well, and those voters have serious doubts about free trade as they understand it and as it's been practiced. They really do, and you know, and kind of an invest in America first and bring back jobs are slogans that resonate and ideas that resonate, and so if the fight is over that demographic, over those people, then that's the way people are going to be talking in Washington.
And Gene, let's talk about your column one more time. It's where's the Democrats' fighting spirit? With the question, why don't they fight back? Are we going to be going into some pretty dark days for progressives in America now?
Oh, I don't know. Always darkest before the dawn and all that. This is such a volatile political time that I tend not to believe things are quite as gloomy as some other people believe. But it's going to be an interesting period, and you know, the administration is going to have to define itself, I think. Somewhere along that spectrum, and more clearly and more sharply than people feel it has done so far.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, it's not going to be a dark time for progressives. It's not. It's always overstated. There's always a back and forth.
Dylan, thank you very much.
A pension for having me. Dylan, make sure you watch the Dylan Radigan Show. It's at 4 o'clock today, and my guess is it's just a wild hunch. He may be talking about trade.
He may make a few clarifying points. Eugene,
lean
thank
forward,
you.
Dylan. Lean forward.
Thank
Representative Schock, thank you as well.
Good to
have you on the
Aaron,
show.
thank you for being here and fielding questions from Dylan.
That was
Dylan. The hot seat, man.
And I'm sorry Gene said terrible things about you.
Hear it. It was weird.
Aaron, I like the way you're dressed. I like your shirt. I don't know if you can hear me, but I think you look great.
Thank you, Gene. I look forward to 2012.
All right, baby.
Coming up, can Republicans find any Democratic allies in their fight to repeal President Obama's health care legislation? That is next in the Politico Playbook. Plus, from President Bush's book to Conan's return, Willie takes a look back at the top stories of this week. But first, Bill Cairns with a quick check on the forecast. Bill.
Well, thanks, Mika. Good morning, everyone.